Hello, I'm Kurt Hake, back for another React Native video. This video shows the upgrades that I made to the card game matching app. I made 3 upgrades, and the first one will be immediately apparent. Yeah, that right there. I added music that goes in the background, but what's different from previous apps where I added sound is that this time I allowed simultaneous play of background music and sound effects based on what cards are played. The other upgrades that I made is that now the incorrect pairs automatically flip back down after a couple seconds, and I also made it track and display the user's best score. So I'll just go ahead and show you the features by playing the game. So right there, Snoopy laughed because the pair was a correct match. So right there, Snoopy whined, and then the cards automatically flipped back down. And just as a reminder, the screencasting service that I'm using lags a bit, so the animations you see aren't as clean as they are in reality. Alright, I'll keep going. Okay, and then as you can see, it alerted me that that was my best score yet. Now I'll play another game quickly to show you that if I get a worse score, a different message plays. Right now I'm intentionally getting a bad score. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, so this time, since I got a worse score, this time 24 moves, it alerted me that my best score was in fact 20, instead of obviously giving me the same message as last time. Okay, so those are all of the upgrades in action. I'll go ahead and show you the code now. So for the sound upgrades, let me show you. Up at the top, I once again used Expo AV, but this time I actually made 2 different sounds. Because I wanted like the music and the sound effects to be able to play separately without like one unloading the other. And then down below, I have created these 2 functions, one for playing music, one for playing sound effects. I've added audio to previous apps. Like I mentioned before, obviously this was the first time that I tried multiple different types at the same time. But anyway, these functions here are the simplest and most consistent way that I've found yet. In previous apps I was having a lot of trouble, and this time I finally figured out a way that really works and was surprisingly easy for having multiple sounds at the same time also. And so as you can see, they take in the file names. So that way, that's especially important for playing the effect because different effects play, so that function will be called with whatever file name is appropriate. Okay, then to track the user's best score, most of that's here in Game Complete, I added a new state variable that doesn't reset each time the game is restarted. Then here, you'll see like when the game is complete, if the move count is better than the previous best score, it'll tell you that that's the new best score yet, and it will make the new best score equal to your move count. Otherwise, it keeps the best score the way that it was, and alerts you that your best score was in fact whatever your previous best score was. Then for the automatic flip back down, down here. Okay, I just added a variable called need flip that defaults to false. But then right down here, if the match is, if the cards are not a match, then need flip is set to true, and then down here, after all the other functionality, like including the sound effect, when all of that is done, there's a 1 second delay before flipping the cards back over. When you were watching the app, that may have seemed kind of short just because of the lag in the animation, but when you're actually playing the app, that's plenty of time to see the cards before they flip back down. And remember, resetting the cards, like flipping them back down, is used by setting the selected indices to the selected indices array to empty. And that sums up the 3 upgrades. So thanks for watching.